So let's have example number 2. We're going to determine the slope at the right support and the deflection 3 meters from the free end. And we're gonna assume that constant flexural rigidity. So magyapon na tong answer. It's going to be in EI. But we have two quantities nga atong pangitaon. One is the slope, then the other one is the deflection. So first, buhaton na to kay mag-letter lang sa to, mag-assign sa tag-letter. So I'll call this as letter A. This one is my letter B. Then this is letter C, and this is letter D, and this is letter E. No? And then, of course, naatay reactions today. So RB, and I'll have here RE. And of course, na ako'y resultant today. This is 15 times 2. This is 30. Okay, so let's solve for the reaction. Mamo na itong unang buhatan, diba? So summation of moment at point E para ma-solve si RB. So RB times moment arm is 5. Then minus 30, this one. Moment arm is also 5. So times 5, and then minus 50 times moment arm is 2, equal to 0. So you have RB equal to 100 and 300. 400 divided by 5. Sakto ba? No. 50 times 2 plus 30 times 5 divided by 5. So the answer is 50. 50 kilonewtons. And then, summation of forces vertical equal to 0, or pwede ra dili na lang nato solbon si RE. Anyway, makatraman sa na siya diha. So, but since nasobla naman, then might as well have RB plus RE equal to 30 and 50. Then RE is equal to 80 minus RB na 50. So RE is 30. No, ato dining isibog atong reaction kay murag daghan kayong mogamit ani. Dire lang. Okay, so what are we going to do next? Ang buhaton na to kay this beam. We're going to cut, no? Atong i-cut ang beam. So mag-cut na sa beam here. Cut that one here, and I'll consider this one. So, for example, di rin ako isuwat si beam. Awa. Nganong mawa si upper me. And then I'll place the reaction. This is RB. Ito na sa ning isibog gihapon. Sabi na to siya isibog. Na. Kani atong isibog here, and then this is 1 meter, and So here, this is the load. Now, and we have 15 kilonewtons per meter. Do not write the resultant anymore, kay later on mausab pa na siya. So the thing is, you have to really kana redraw the figure para dili nimo siya masagol sa previous one. And this is 1 meter. And then of course, do not forget that naa kay force dira. This is 50 kilonewtons. And here, this is 2 meters. And kana siya diha kay I'll just leave it blank. Nganong leave it blank man na? Tungod kay dili ko gusto nga mosagol siya nga mao ni siya ang function nato. No? Kay tungod sa mao naman ni ang ato ang moment arm. From here hanto diri mo naman ni iyahang function. Mo naman ni iyahang function sa ato ang x. No, it's no longer it's no longer this. Dili naman siya 6 meters, but rather x, no? And then of course, kani siya atong i-describe that it is found with this distance. And then I'll call that one here as x minus pila man siya. So ang imong tan-awon is kani. Mo ni atong gipangita nga distance. And then mao ni siya ang whole thing. So therefore, para makuha ni siya, we're gonna subtract this and that. Diba? So it's going to be x minus 1. Kana. And also this. From here. Padung dira. So unsa naman ni siya diri? So ako siyang i-rewrite as x minus unsa naman. So tanawon gyapon nimo kani versus this. So this is x minus 2, diba? So that's x minus 2. And kani siya diri sa babaw. Here lang. Diri, this is x minus pila man? 2, 1, and 1, diba? So that's 4, x minus 4. Na, so mao na yung distance diha. That's x minus 4. Okay, so unsa may nahitabo? Remember that we're going to preserve the continuity of the loading. So this 15 kilonewton per meter load is not continuous padung sa rightmost end. So ang buhaton kay mag-introduce ta og continuity. So ato na siyang i-extend dira. No? Kani siya nga amount. So nag-add ta ani nga amount. So ang nahitabo di ay kay ato na din siyang na tibuok kana siya, diba? Usa na siya ka figure, no? Usa na siya ka figure. Pasabot, we need to get the resultant. Kung ano to yung resultant. So, unsan man yung resultant? It's going to be the product of 15 and pila man yung moment arm kana. Pila man yung length of distribution. The length of distribution is x. So, mo na yung resultant. And since nag-add man ka ani nga portion, then might as well subtract sad ka ng a portion with the same amount. So this is the same amount but opposite in direction. So that's 15 kilonewtons per meter put. So kung ano to yung resultant. So the resultant is 15, the product of this and the moment arm or the length of distribution. So what is the length of the distribution? This distance. Pila man ni ang length ana? Kani, no? So mo ni ang length. That's x minus 2. Okay. So we're ready to solve for the moment equation. I know daghan-daghan siya but of course ato na siyang tagsa-tagsahon, hinahinayon. Starting with the moment equation. Excuse me. Moment equation is equal to, let's start with RB. No, pero kana siya. RB times the distance sa RB padung dire, it is x minus 1. So it's x minus 1. Next, this one here. Kani, that, no? So that is clockwise gihapon, no? Kani siya. Clockwise 15 times x minus 2. So plus, that is plus 15 times x minus 2. This is the force. But what is the length of the moment arm kana? Pila man na siya nga distance. That's 1/2 of that. Diba? Okay, that's a rectangular loading. So multiply 1/2 of x minus 2. Na. Next. Kani, do not forget that 50 kilonewtons. So the rotation of 50 about point of cutting is counterclockwise. So it's going to be minus 50 times moment arm is x minus 4. So x minus 4. And proceed now with the last one, that. So minus 15x times moment arm, 1/2 of x, diba? So that is our moment equation, but ato siyang i-simplify. Let us have m equal to, what is RB? RB is 50. So RB is 50, then this is x minus 1. Pagkahuman, this is kani 15 times x minus 2, 1/2 of x minus 2. So pwede na ako siyang himuon nga 15 over 2, then x minus 2 square, no? Kay collect na nako siya kana. And then minus 50 times x minus 4, then minus 15 over 2, then x squared. So this is our moment equation. Dila na ko siya na naon. So that is our moment equation, and then what we're going to do next is integrate. So integrate both sides. We will now have EI. So you have EI of slope or theta equal to 50 over 2. Then this is x minus 1 square plus 15 over 2. Ako na lang na siya ipadayon dito. Then this is x minus 2 cube divided by 30. Then plus 50 over 2. Kani x minus 4 square. Then minus 15 x cube over 2 times 30. So ato lang i-simplify, you have EI theta. This is 25 x minus 1 square. Then plus this is 5 over 2 x minus 2 cube. Then plus 25. Is this plus? No, this is not plus. Kani, this is minus. The same ana. Okay, minus 25 times x minus 4 square. Then minus 5 over 2 x cube plus C1. Natin na siya C1 diha. So this equation here is our general slope equation. So mag-need ta ana niya. Next. So let us continue. Actually, we're now going to integrate the second or the slope equation para makuha ang deflection equation. So here, it's going to be EI of deflection, and that is equal to 25 x minus 1 square. No, not x minus 1 square. X minus 1 cube over 3. Then plus 5 x minus 2 to the 4th power over 2 times 4. Do not forget. Minus 25. Then x minus 4 cube over 3. Then minus 5 x to the 4th power over 2 times 4 plus C1x plus C2. This is our general deflection equation. Okay. So nanatay duha ka form of equation. So ang buhaton nato next is we're going to evaluate. So evaluating the values of C1 and C2. So in evaluating, always remember that you have to look for the locations of the reaction. So this is the location of the reaction, and it says here that x is equal to 1. Nganong x equal to 1? Tungod kay ang atong distance sa atong x kay from here padong dara. This is for x equal to 1, and at this support here, by the way, kulang sa ni siyang i-reason. So this support here, that is for the x equal to 6. So x equal to 6 na siya because that is measured 6 meters from the leftmost end. Yeah. So that's x equal to 6. So at point B, x is equal to 1. Then at point E, x is equal to 6. Remember that. So here, let us evaluate. At point B, there is a roller, and at the roller, it is at x equal to 1 meter. Then deflection is 0. So since we're using deflection equal to 0, then we're going to use the deflection equation, this one. And by that, let's copy, paste it here, or in your case, you're going to rewrite everything, and then you're going to substitute the values of x equal to 1 and deflection equal to 0. So starting with EI, deflection is 0, equal to 25 x minus 1. So x here is 1 minus 1 cube over 30. Then plus 5 over, by the way, 5 over 2 times 4 is 8 naman sa, diba? And then x is 1 minus 2 to the 4th power minus 25 over 3. Then this is x 1 minus 4 to the cube. Then minus 5 over 8 times 1 to the 4th power plus c1x, or x is equal to 1, then plus c2. So atong i-simplify, this is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0, so that term is 0. Then 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Inside the bracket is negative, therefore neglect and place that value equal to 0. And here, 1 minus 4 is negative 3. That's also 0. And that's it. Atong i-simplify, we're having negative, 0 equal to negative 5 over 8. Then times 1 to the 4th power. Then plus c1 times 1 plus c2. Or, transposing this to the other side, may mo siyang c1 times 1, or just c1 plus c2 equal to positive 5 over 8. This is our equation number 1. Next, we're done with point B. Ang buhaton na to kay we're gonna evaluate at point E. So at point E, there is a hinge. And at hinge, that's x equal to 6. And the value of deflection is 0. So mo gihapon, we need this one, kanisiya. So ato na siyang gamiton because that's the deflection equation. Ngano deflection equation day atong gigamit? Because maora maning nga value na anato, kana man siya ang value, so that's deflection. So deflection equation ang gamiton. Kaya lain pud kaayo, deflection ang naa pero slope equation imong gamiton, di ba? Irrational. Okay, so let us substitute the values of x equal to 6 and deflection equal to 0. So this is deflection times 0 equal to 25 over 3 times 6 minus 1 cube plus 5 over 8 times 6 minus 2 to the 4th minus 25 over 3 times 6 minus 4 cube. Then minus 5 over 8 times 6 to the 4th, then plus c1 times 6 plus c2. So simplifying, this is 0 equal to 25 over 3 times 5 cube plus 5 over 8 times 6 minus 2 is 4 to the 4th power minus 25 over 3 times 2, that's 6 minus 4, then cube, then minus 5 over 8 times 6 to the 4th power, then plus 6c1 plus c2. So, kung lang sa ni nato nga term, tibuok nga term kani siya. And that's going to be 0 equal to. At isang kuhaon ka na nga term, that's 25 over 3 times 5 cubed plus 5 over 8 times 4 to the 4th power minus 25 over 3 times 2 cubed minus 5 over 8 times 6 to the 4th power. The answer is 325. So that's 0 equal to 325 plus 6c1 plus c2. And we can rewrite that as 6c1 plus c2 equal to negative 325. Equation number 2. So together with equation number 1, kani atong kopyahon and paste it here. So ato sa ni siyang diliton kay wa na siya labot. Together with that, pwede na nato siya ma-solve ang value sa atong C1 and C2 by elimination or substitution or by calculator. So C1 value and C2 value. So i-prepare imong calcu. So it's going to be 6, the second equation, 6C1, then C2 is 1, then negative 325, and then 1, and then 1, and then 5 over 8. So this is negative 65.125, and then the other one is 65.75. Ako lang balikon kay para dili ta magbalik-balik. 25 over 3 times 5 cubed plus 5 over 8 times 4 to the 4th power minus 25 over 3 times 2 cubed minus 5 over 8 times 6 to the 4th power. That's 325. Okay. And then for the equation, you have 6, then 1, then negative 325, and then 1, and then 1, and 5 over 8. That's negative 65.125 for C1, and C2 is 65.75. Okay. Since we have these values of C1 and C2, so we're going to substitute now. So substitute C1 to general slope solution. So what is our general slope solution? Here, mani atong general slope solution. So ato ni siyang i-copy kay i-substitute nato ang atong i-copy. I-substitute nato later on ang C1 here. And there. Yeah, I'm gonna erase this. And of course, ato nang i-substitute. This is now EI of theta equal to 25 times x minus 1 square plus 5 over 2. Then this is x minus 2 cubed minus 25 x minus 4 square minus 5 over 2 x cubed, and the C1 is negative 65.125. So this is our ano di siya mo box. Kaya siya. This is our general slope solution. Ano man na perceive. Balikod. So this is general slope solution. Okay, solution naman na siya, pwede na ka makasolve og slope later on. But ato sang i-complete to. We're going to substitute C1 and C2 to general deflection equation na siya kana siya equation sayo equation ang tawag equation para mahimong solution. Okay, so kuha na to ang general deflection equation. So asa man na dapita here. This is the general deflection equation. And copy that here. And erase. Pagkahuman, ako lang ni siyang i-simplify. EI of deflection is equal to 25 over 3 x minus 1 cube, then plus 5 over 8 and x minus 2 to the fourth minus 25 over 3 then x minus 4 cube, and then minus 5 over 8 x to the fourth power, then minus C1, which is 65.125x, and plus 65.75 para sa atong C2. And of course, this is our our general deflection solution. So bisan pag unsay value sa ato ang x, ma-solve nato ang deflection. Okay, so let us now answer. First question is, ningon siya nga, determine the slope at the right support. So, ato sa ni siyang deleton or erison. Uy, nasayop. Slope at the right support. Kani ato sa siyang erison na. Okay. This is our left support and this is our right support. So, ang ipangita kay ang slope. So how do we draw the slope? So ang buhaton nato is we're gonna draw the deflection line sa kaninga beam, exaggeration. Ngita ta tarong nga drawing. So it's going to be like that. We have or pagkamyan nato para dili kay lisod. There. Okay, so how do we draw the slope? So ang first ninyong buhatan kay from the tangent line and this one here. So straight line ra na sila and dili na siya nag-describe kana siya because nganong theta E tungod kay naman ko diri nag-draw sa atong tangent line. So that's slope at E, and we're going to use x equal to 6. So slope So solving for slope at the right support. And that is theta E. And we will be using x equal to 6. Okay, so substitute from this equation, ato ning kopyahon. So let's copy this. And then ato lang sana siyang i-delete. Erase that. And we're going to substitute now the x equal to 6. So this is EI slope equal to 25 times 6 minus 1 square plus 5 over 2. Then 6 minus 2 cube minus 25. 6 minus 4 square minus 5 over 2 times 6 cube minus 65.125. And EI theta is equal to 25 times 5 square plus 5 over 2 times 4 cube minus 25 times 2 square minus 5 over 6, no, minus 5 over 2. 5 over 2 times 6 cube minus 65.125. So EI theta is atong i-combine tanan. That is 25 times 5 square plus 5 over 2 times 4 cube minus 25 times 2 square minus 5 over 2 times 6 cube minus 65.125. You will have the slope equal to 79.875 kilonewtons square meter. The reason why it's kilonewtons square meter tungod sa force kanisha. Remember that this 25 is from 50 nga force. Dirita mag-start sa sinugdanan. Okay. Remember that RB is a force and the unit is kilonewtons. Parisan nimo siya og meters, diba? Nya kay gi-integrate man, meaning kana siya mahimong square meter. So therefore, it's now kilonewton square meter for slope. Okay? So I hope na clarify na siya. And there. So wala siya ang unit. And this is our answer. For the slope at the right support. Next, we're going to get the next question. Ang next question kay ningan siya nga determine the deflection 3 meters from the left end. So this is the left end. Nya mag-measure ta og 3 meters. Somehow ni conform ra pod siya nga pangitaon day nato ang value at x equal to 3 meters. Kay naman ta diri nag-start. Diba diri man sad mag-measure ang atong x distance. So therefore x equal to 3 meters. I hope na follow na ninyo. And with that, ato na lang i-project diri. So atong i-project dira dapita. So diri ang gipangayo nga deflection. Kana. mo na gipangay nga deflection at 3 meters. So x is equal to 3. No? So solving for deflection at 3 meters from the left end, free end, from the free end ay, no? Ito yung i-clarify. Free end, diba ningon siya from 3 meters from the free end. So kanya ako i-clarify balik. This is our free end, and ningon siya nga 3 meters daw mag-measure ta para makuha na to ang deflection. Somehow, kung mag-measure tag x distance, gikan pod sa pinaka-leftmost. This is our x value. Therefore, ni-coincide siya that x is equal to 3. No? Sa kana nga portion. I hope na clarify from the leftmost end or from the free end. Okay. By the way, free end ang atong giname ani because at this particular point wala man siya support, so it's free, diba? So free end. Okay, so solving for the deflection at 3 meters from the free end. So ang buhatan nato kay we're going to copy this equation or solution kay diri man mo govern ang atong answer, because this is the deflection equation. So here atong i-paste ato sa siyang i-copy, and then paste, and then of course atong i-delete ang walay labot. Okay, so we will be having x is equal to 3 meters. X equal to 3 meters. Okay, so executing, you have EI deflection equal to 25 over 3. Then this is 3 minus 1 cube plus 5 over 8. Then 3 minus 2 to the 4th power minus 25 over 3. Then this is 3 minus 4 cube minus 5 over 8 times 3 to the 4th power minus 65.125 times 3 plus 65.75. And simplifying, you have EI deflection equal to 25 over 3 times 2 cube plus 5 over 8 times 1 to the 4th minus 25 over 3. This is 3 minus 4 is negative 1. So this is negative 1 cube. Somehow, this is equal to 0 kay negative man ang atong value ana. Then minus 5 over 8 times 3 to the 4th minus 65.125 times 3 plus 65.75. Okay, so with our calculator, we can compute now that 25 over 3 times 2 cube plus 5 over 8 times 1 to the 4th power minus 5 over 8 times 3 to the 4th power minus 65.125 times 3 plus 65.75. So our answer here, EI deflection is negative 112.958. This is kilonewtons cubic meter. And this is our final answer. So, there. And ako lang i-specify that this negative sign here represents that deflection is downward. And this is our answer for the deflection at the leftmost. Deflection 3 meters from the free end. That ends our example number 2. Let's proceed to our